Kogi State Enterprise Development Agency marks its 2 years in operations with the introduction of orange flesh sweet potato farming as a means of generating wealth for over 100 women in the state. The Managing Director, Rekiya Sanni, said the value chain of orange flesh sweet potatoes cannot be ignored. The Commissioner for Commerce and Industry, Gabriel Olofu, advised interested businesswomen and men to register through a cooperative society to partake of it. Our reporter Faith Abdul-Ghaffar has more.
It's 2 years of KEDA operations in the state and hundreds of persons have benefited from its intervention in areas of training and empowerment on various skills acquisition, small and medium-scale businesses, cluster farming and other intervention through the federal government and the present administration of Governor Yahaya Bello. In commemoration of the anniversary was the launching of a 2-day training on how to turn the farming of orange fresh sweet potato into wealth creation. The state governor, Yahaya Bello, represented by the secretary to the state government, Plwd Ayo-Ade, commended the agency for its strides within the 2 years to empower and move many of the labor market through the agency's various programs. Governor Bello said that his administration will raise many successful businessmen and women who will become self-sustained to empower others. Plwd charged 100 women and men, including the physically challenged beneficiaries of the training, on the value chains to maximize the riches that abound in the cultivation and harvest for the business purposes of the orange flesh sweet potato in the state.
I want to encourage the beneficiaries on behalf of His Excellency to please take this training very, very serious, because you're going to create wealth. It's going to be for economic empowerment, and I can assure you that the government will always support you. Anytime you need the support of the government, especially when it has to do with this program, be sure you have it.
The government assured the participants of full support in the areas of land, loan and grant to encourage the cultivation of the product, which he stressed to have tremendous health benefits. The Commissioner for Commerce and Industry, Gabriel Olofu, said that the cultivation of the orange flesh sweet potato, OFSP, when enhanced, will reduce the importation of wheat as it will be used in bread baking, act as vitamin A in children, and boost the state economy.
The use of orange fresh sweet potato in bread and other bakery products would drastically reduce the dependence of wheat import. This will see the future players cutting down this over 1 trillion naira import and reducing the huge pressure on foreign exchange demand in the country. It is time to think differently by looking inward and start acting accordingly. It is embarrassing that Nigeria imports potatoes and potato products between 2019 and 2020 from China at $1.53 million, Morocco $142,000, Netherlands at $114,000. Even more embarrassing is that this import comes from Netherlands that is just slightly bigger than Kogi in land mass, which means Kogi can feed the country and even export to other parts of the world if we put our hearts to produce and diligently do so.
The State Commissioner for Agriculture, David Ape, said that the ministry will partner with KEDA on a working template to promote the cultivation of the OFSP with other relevant stakeholders to achieve set goals.
To get results, we will have to embrace stakeholders and players. This will involve partnership with the International Potato Center. We will look into how not just the presence but the possibility of having their research facilities in the states to research and collaboration and production. The Ministry of Agriculture, KEDA, and CIP will advance partnership with public and private institutions to promote and expand production and commercialization of OFSP across value chains.
The excited Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of KEDA, Rekiya Sanni, said training and workshop will help the participants, mostly women who engage in small-scale businesses and farming, to go into OFSP production to enhance their financial status as well as improve their well-being. Rekiya said necessary support will be given to the participants through their various registered cooperatives as well as the needed expertise in the cultivation of the crops.
Because if you give money to single owners of businesses, the money, we don't really get it back into the business to, support other businesses. And that is why it's very important for us to form cooperatives at various levels. If at this stage you have not registered your, submit your cooperative with KEDA, the first thing you have to do is to go to the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, register your cooperative, and then bring it and document it for us to have you in our database. We are going to be having clinic for startups. Anybody, whether you go school, you don't go school, come to us. We are going to be developing an approach to advise you how to do your business.
According to her, the workshop will also participate in technology, innovation, fashion and designing, amongst other things, aimed at taking people out of poverty. She said the value chains cannot be overemphasized. She disclosed that the state government aimed at supporting 400,000 entrepreneurs across the state, while the sum of 750 million naira is being expected to be disbursed as loan to end users of the program. On the targeted participants, she said women are given the largest share, while youth and people living with disability, Plwd, are also included in the scheme.
And this new goal, we felt that the women should benefit more from this empowerment. And we are going to do a whole lot by the special grace of God. Thank God we have the executive governor of Kogi State, who is ambassador of women, and he has been supporting us so far. What do we want to do? We want to empower at least. If we are taking, I'd like to apologize for the men here. If we are going to take 10 men for empowerment, we are saying that 7 out of that 10 is going to be women in this project.
The head of Research and Development, KEDA, Daniel Ugu, urged farmers to put effort into the plantation of the orange fresh sweet potato due to its enormous economic and health impact it could have on the state and the nation.
First of all, 200 billion naira worth of business, if we take it seriously. That is excluding the biscuit sector. That's your biscuit you give to your kids. There's about 121 billion annually from biscuits. So 20% of that. I don't know if this is exciting enough. And that is why we're here today. But I don't also want us to make this mistake we made with cocoa. Cocoa was so good for us that we set up Cocoa Research Institute of Nigeria at Ochaja. It was so exciting for palm oil that we set up the Nigerian Institute for Oil Palm Research, again in Ochaja. Yet, we moved. We are now playing in the cassava sector because there's unicorn somewhere. But the interesting thing is for our women here, the ethyl market, where ethanol comes from cassava, it's even higher in your orange sweet flesh potatoes. Which means what the cassava person is doing currently, you could as well enjoy farming potatoes and eating the same thing. We have not dealt with the market yet. We might not even do enough. But we shouldn't wait to now start hearing success stories from Rwanda, who has started very well now. Malawi, who has taken the lead. It is time for Kogi to take the lead.
Faith Abdul Ghaffar reporting for MFC TV.